We've been supporting the events at the Alliant Energy Center for about 3 years now, since the Town of Madison Fire Department was dissolved, and they kind of started contracting with other places as a neighbor to the Alliant Energy Center. Now it actually does belong in the city of Madison, but reached out to us that we were interested in supporting events, said absolutely. It is a great opportunity for us to get out there as well. So when we are out there, we actually have borrowed, the city of Madison has a UTV mini ambulance. We thought what a great idea for us to have one as well, to be able to get around and support some of the events that we do locally. One of the things that came out of COVID, or the Road to Recovery funds, was allowed all EMS agencies in the state of Wisconsin an opportunity to apply for a flex grant. 5 different categories were put in there. One of those was for vehicles and equipment. So I put in a flex grant for an ATV for us with an EMS insert, and it was granted. So we were able to put this together, and it just came last fall. So we've been using it quite a bit this spring. It's been out to the Alliant Energy Center a couple times, had a couple road races in Verona. The big part of it right here is that it's actually electric. That was one of the incentives. I know part of the city of Fitchburg, the city of Verona, town of Verona, they're always having this incentive to go green. So 2 kind of things with us here. One is it's an electric vehicle. So we're able to plug it in, charge it up. We have yet to take it out and max out the batteries on it. The very first use actually that it was used for was the Verona Police Department was trying to locate a person down the bike trail. Looking for some way to get down, and they came and used our UTV and worked great for them. They had it out for a couple hours. Actually, they were able to load the dog in the back of it and use it, but one of those things, it's electric, right? So one, it is quiet. As if they were out looking for a person, it worked really well for them. As we're driving through crowds, that's kind of the other part of it. So we're not spewing exhaust as we're driving through crowds. The maintenance part of it, as with most electric things, right? It's essentially a handful of tire lubrications, but beyond that, because we don't use it frequently, we don't have an engine to worry about, we don't have gas we have to worry about, just plug it in, keep it charged. So one of the things is its size, right? A very closed space, limited access, those places where we have people, smaller roads. The Alliant Energy Center, we're taking it out to the fair this weekend, so now we have horses and cattle, things that don't like loud noises. We have to get into smaller spots. So there's a litter on the back. We actually call that a Stokes basket. There's a longboard in there. So if we do have somebody who actually we needed to lay down, we could put them on that and actually carry them out, or drive them without having to carry them, being part of that, drive them to a vehicle. Other part of this, again, out at the Alliant Energy Center for us, we can actually take those patients and take them out to the roads, or to the edge of the Alliant Energy Center Expo Fair grounds, as opposed to trying to get fire apparatus and police apparatus, fire trucks or ambulances into these very densely populated areas. We can essentially extricate a patient out and safety reasons wise get them out. We carry very limited, essentially first responder kind of equipment in it. We do have a jump bag in it. It's got an AED, some oxygen, some basic airway stuff, some splints. We can take it down the bike trail. Beyond that, anything else we would have to grab and go. But it's really designed, it's not for long-term care, right? It is actually for that very first response. Tie it off, pinch it off, breathe before you do some compressions, and get somebody where they need to go. It's a great opportunity, I think the state of Wisconsin, right, to allow this flex grant. I think it's great that we're getting this opportunity to tell people, all right, what those funds were used for. So we actually were able to purchase IV pumps as well, which is a huge safety thing, which that's a story for another month. But that one, and then yeah, the ATV here. So we are truly using those funds that were the Road to Recovery funds, these flex grant funds, truly using them to give back to the communities and provide a safer, easier access for us to take care of people.